This is a reminder, don't be his piece. Don't be his piece. Stress him out, because if he doesn't get stressed out, he don't even like you. So you gotta test it. You can't be his piece. I mean, anyone could do that. But if you can stress him out, he loves you.
Everyone here understood exactly how she's trying to stress him out. If you didn't catch it, go back and watch the video again. The lengths women will go to just to go viral. Today we're looking at, I'm running out of time. I need a husband. Women fear the wall, asterisk asterisk. Before we get started, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. It really helps us out. Let's get started.
I need a sugar daddy because I want McDonald's. My services are worth $15.28, and the local bread I'm currently using to make cheap mac and cheese instead of going across the street to get $10 McDonald's. How much ass do I have to show to get someone to buy me a McDonald's meal?
Damn! So I was dating two people at the same time. I was dating a rich guy and I was dating kind of a poor guy. Like poor as in he lived out of his van poor, like he didn't have a home poor, okay? And rich as in he drove a Mercedes Benz. And I went on 2 dates with both of them. I always like to give people, the benefit of the doubt, like we never know what's gonna happen. And the poor guy showed up to the second date with a kid's book that was supposed to help me learn a new language, which was very sweet because I was trying to learn a new language, and a box of gluten-free cookies because I can't eat gluten and I love treats. And that was so sweet. And so that was on our second date. Whereas the rich guy showed up empty-handed both times. So all of you girls out there and guys and gays who are trying to manifest a rich man, you don't want to manifest a rich man. You want to manifest a generous one.
Oh, hell no!
As a bi woman, you're likely going to date a man at some point. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're attracted to men and you want to date a man, you should. However, as queer women, and especially liberal women, you need to be aware of men who are wolves in sheep's clothing. We are hearing more and more about men who will pretend to have more progressive views on dating apps for the sole purpose of winning over liberal women. There's a term for this. It's called woke fishing. But more so, there are men who actually have liberal beliefs, but because they believe, yes, I'm a liberal, they don't fully take accountability for their actions and patterns of behavior that harm those that their beliefs claim to protect. This is also coming off what we're seeing with Graham Plattner, who was the Democratic nominee for the Maine Senate race, who ran on a progressive platform and then had credible allegations of SARIs. Jenny Roscoe, the woman who accused him, even said, I support his politics, but not him as a person. And that was one of the reasons why she didn't come forward sooner. So unfortunately, we as queer liberal women have to be more discerning when it comes to having relationships with men or dating men, even if they identify as liberal, which can feel unfair. Because even if they claim to stand for what we stand for, right? Equity, reproductive rights, Medicaid for all, they still may be navigating the relationship with patriarchy and misogyny, even if they don't think that's what they're doing. Doesn't mean that we should put up with it, but we should be aware of it and make the best choices for ourselves and our safety. You deserve to be in loving relationships that feel fully seen and fully supported. Don't fall into gaslighting yourself just because someone claims to have progressive ideologies. Because as we know, beliefs are not always aligned with actions. Okay, I love you. Be safe. Bye.
And here we have a cocktail of women that'll make your stomach hurt. You know what makes me laugh? Women complain about the patriarchal man, but the moment they're in need, they don't care about having a provider because they love receiving. Look at this woman. She wants a sugar daddy in exchange for a hamburger. Anybody interested in that deal? Now the last two. One is an obvious red flag right from the start, dating two men at the same time. And the other one doesn't even know what she is. She dates both genders and is still single. It's a complete identity crisis.
You know what's the saddest thing? Oh my god. You know what the saddest thing is? That I've been online for such a long time and no DM or comment ever affects me more than when someone says, when are you gonna get married? Or like, when are you having your wedding? And of course it's with a positive intent. But the reason it affects me so much, and the reason I haven't honestly put time and energy into even properly planning a wedding, is because I don't even know who is gonna walk me down the aisle. And I know that sounds so ridiculous. Oh my god, I'm such an ugly crier. Oh, I know that sounds so ridiculous, but it's not. I don't have the relationship with my family that I wish that I had. And by the way, I'm not doing this for sympathy. I'm doing it because I know there's so many of us feel the same. I don't have the relationship that I wish I had with my family, that I wish that I had with my dad. That the thought of even starting to plan a wedding and picturing myself not knowing who's going to walk me down the aisle, it just cuts me. And I just think so many of us have lost our parents, whether, they've passed or we don't have a relationship with them, and they just miss so much of our lives. And it honestly kills me. And so that comment constantly affects me because it just triggers the reality of the fact that so many people have their siblings or their mums and their dads at these things. And I'm just probably not going to have that. So I've just been putting off the wedding. I've been putting it off. And that is the reality of why. Not because I don't know what I want my dress to look like or what I want my vision for my wedding to be, or that I don't want to marry the love of my life. It is because of that. And it just affects me so much. And sometimes I just think, what's the point? Just don't get married at all. Don't have a wedding at all. But I just know that I can't be alone in that. And I think I'm triggered because I'm seeing so many weddings happen. And of course, I'm happy for everyone. But it just gives me the realization that I just might not have my parents there. And I just go a bit numb to it. And I just feel a little bit broken by it. I don't even know why I'm sharing this. I don't even know if I'm going to share this online. It's so much.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
When a woman has no relationship with her father, the reasons usually fall into one of three categories. She was raised by a single mother and her father was never around. She's the daughter of a Chad who came and went, or she burned that bridge herself through her own decisions. Three different paths, same outcome. I'm not going to judge this particular woman, but I do want to say something to the men who are thinking about getting married. A woman's relationship with her family is one of the biggest red flags you can pay attention to, especially her relationship with her father. That doesn't magically disappear when she signs the marriage certificate. She brings it straight into the home the two of you will build together. Think about it this way. If her relationship is broken with the people she's related to by blood, the ones she's known her entire life, what guarantee do you have when you've only been in her life for a few years? Family history doesn't lie. To me, that's not a minor detail.
Keep seeing people make videos on things they would immediately cut off a man for, and as somebody who's kind of garnered a reputation for running a strict program and being a bit cutthroat when it comes to cutting people off for what other people seem to deem as trivial things, but I think are always indicative of a much larger issue, I wanted to give my input. So right off the bat, if a man does any of these things, I know immediately he's going to be trouble in the future and he's got to go. Starting off strong with number 1, he breathes.
Fuck up, you crazy bitch whore!
Why does everyone just assume that I'm single? I haven't been asked in so long, oh, Bella, do you have a boyfriend? Not by coworkers, not by new friends. No, everyone just is oh, she's single. She's clearly single. I could have a boyfriend, but nobody's taking the time to ask if I do. I don't, but
I'm over people saying that my life is rage bait. I'm a joke. Let me just tell you about my situation. So a few months ago, I lived at home. I didn't have any bills besides my car. I bought my car. I make $40,000 a year, okay? And I would spend every paycheck towards stupid stuff like filler, my boob job, designer bags, all that stuff. Mind you, I put it all on credit cards too. So I have that. You look at my face, you think, oh, I'm well off, I'm rich. It could be more opposite than that. Looking back, yeah, I should have saved, but I thought that I would be living with my parents for some time. And now I'm trying to pay off $30,000 in debt while also trying to live life myself. And what I mean by myself is I rent a room, there's no AC in it. I pay gas, I pay groceries, I pay insurance, I pay over $2,000 in bills itself. And I barely make $3,000 a month. This one guy was like, you have all these rings, you have lip filler, you have lashes. Okay, let's break down the cost of everything. My lashes, I get them on Amazon for $11. Last me 2 months, okay? Hair, just bleached it myself. These are tape-ins that I do myself, that I ordered the tape-ins on Afterpay. I'm paying like $20 a month for them. My nails, my mom has a membership at CVS that I still use to this day. That's $10 off every month. So guess what? My nails are free. They're free. Do I go to the salon and get them done? No, they're fucking press-ons. My lips, the last time I got lip filler was like 3 years ago. I've always had makeup. I get all of my accessories, all of my jewelry from my store where I work at, where I get credit for selling things because we're a consignment shop as well. Again, looking at me, you would never know that. Just assume like I have everything. I get my lashes done professionally, which these are clusters. $11 clusters on Amazon. So these sunglasses that have no brand to me, and they were sent to me free on TikTok. All my clothes are mostly from my store that I work at. I get them at a really good discount, and I bring in stuff to consign. So I get all of these jewelry pieces basically for free for trading in my clothes and doing consignment and all that. All my parents were doing were really just not charging me rent. Now I pay rent. Now I pay $800 a month for my Jeep Wrangler that, again, everyone's like, just talk to your dad. We'll have that uncomfortable conversation with him. You don't know what happened between us. But I'm not going to sit here and explain why I'm not talking to my dad. And I don't need people to sit here and tell me you need to talk to your dad or that's disrespectful, whatever. You don't know my life, okay? And someone was like, you have 80,000 followers. You're not lonely. Huh? Realized how expensive it is moving out. And that's why I want to sit here and vocalize on TikTok my experience living financially by myself and why it's so hard. But people want to come on here and say that I'm not broke. Oh, do you guys know my life story? Oh, do you know my bank account? Oh, do you know my pay stubs? No, I don't fucking think you do. It's just crazy how like someone can judge you off of a 30-second video and be like, oh yeah, this girl's rich. Hey, having lip filler, having a boob job, having all these rings, okay, doesn't mean shit. You know how many people pretend to be rich and they're not? I'm not even pretending to be rich. I just like these, and we sell these at the store. So I physically have to go every day to my work and dress up. I have to wear makeup. I have to do my hair. I model the clothes, first of all. That's literally my job title, is I'm a model. Anyways, my life is not rage bait. This is actually my real life. Really, anybody that I know could tell you that this is my life and this is how I've always lived. So yeah, no, my life is not rage bait. Thank you guys so much for your input.
Like breathing. Honestly, the level of brainwashing some women have today is unbelievable. I love that video where the woman tries to play it off, but she's obviously announcing that she's single, hoping some guy will approach her without making it too obvious. I have no idea what that blonde is supposed to be a model of, because she just admitted that everything about her is fake. That's exactly why so many women you see on social media are a facade, and a lot of them are drowning in debt. That's also why you're seeing women like that chasing men in their 40s or men with money, desperate to get married. They're buried in debt, and once you're married, your spouse's debts can become your problem depending on the laws where you live. That's how your financial stability ends up getting destroyed. So be careful with that.
Women.
Do you guys remember when I posted a video being like, how old did you guys think I was? And literally it went viral and all the comments were, oh, I thought you were 35 at least. 42, 30s. That humbled me more than I've ever been humbled in my entire life. I don't think one person said that I looked 24. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind the 28, 27 allegations. That's like chic. But when you age me 10, 15, 20 years, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like I found a new red flag in a man to add to the fucking list. But I don't even think this is like an overreaction, right? Personally, I think if a man is not free with the compliments, as in he's not freely expressing compliments to you as a woman, it's problematic. Granted, I am a words of affirmation girly, right? But let me give you an example. I was recently dating a guy and I was out for my birthday and he happened to be out at the same event, same time as me. So obviously, as a girl, we know when it's your birthday, you go in, makeup done, hair done. Like, I'd chosen a very sexy, schmexy dress. I felt good. And I saw him, and he didn't really say anything. He just kind of greeted me. And I was like, eh? You know, like, didn't love that. This was data. I like to collect data when I'm dating men. So collected that day and was like, I'm going to, circle back to that. Circled back to that, which, by the way, look, never going to do again. Like, why am I bringing up these kind of things? Anyway, you'll see. So I said to him, I was like, on my birthday, you didn't really compliment me. And again, like I said, I would never do that again. I would never, ever do that again. But I remember saying that, and he was like, oh, I don't need to tell you that. You already know you look good. Come again. Now, like I said, I am an words of affirmation girly. However, is that not fucking weird? Like, the girl you're dating, you don't want to say I look good because you think I already know it. Or sorry, you know I already know it. It's giving you're my biggest op, you're my biggest hater. Like, if you hate me, just fucking say you hate me. I didn't think I was overreacting, but oh no, I know I'm crazy too, but yeah, I'm staying very much clear of the men that do this because that's very weird to me.
I'll be honest here, because this woman is right about one thing. Women tend to fall more for what they hear than for what they see. If that weren't true, you wouldn't see unattractive men with beautiful women. I've lived it myself. I used to work in sales, and while I take care of my appearance, dress well, and keep a clean haircut, what really opened doors with women was learning how to talk, and, more importantly, learning how to ask questions. The man who knows how to ask the right questions gets a woman talking, and when a woman talks, she starts to connect emotionally. That kind of man is rarely alone. That's why one of the pieces of advice I repeat the most is this: learn sales. Read books on sales. Read psychology. Knowing how to present yourself, how to listen, and how to lead a conversation isn't manipulation, it's social intelligence. And it pays off in every area of life. Now, about the last woman. They told her she looked 35, then 42, and the only thing she could say was, "That's fine, that's fine." No, it's not. The wall doesn't forgive, gentlemen. We've reached the end of the video, but before you go, here are 2 questions for you. Would you date a woman who has hidden debt? Where do you draw the line? Is a woman's relationship with her father something you consider a must before committing, or do you give her the benefit of the doubt? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your support means a lot to us and motivates us to keep creating more content. Don't miss the next video on the wall.